Hey guys, some gamer dude here. So I've been doing that thing where you clean out your house and you find your old stuff and you throw out the crap, and yeah, you clean basically. And I found some of my old decks, which is what I'm gonna look through the next few episodes of this show. We're basically becoming some landfill trading card game versions of Stuart Ashens at this point. Because look at this thing. 10 years has not been kind to this. That is how old this is. I played Pokemon, the card game, mostly in the Generation 3, early Generation 4 era. Considering this has Duel Masters in it, which would have to be about the same time as Generation 3. This would be about 14 years old, I'm guessing. Maybe 12. And time has been a harsh mistress to it. Look at what it did to it. A lot of these old tins have gone really tacky. I've got to throw so many of them out. This is why I like the cardboard boxes these days. Look at this. It was a nice tin. Fake Pokemon cards or not. It was a nice tin. Look at Plusle. He's cute. Look at Pichu. He looks a bit off. He looks like Beckett drew him. Look at May. She's... Yeah, let's not look at May. I don't want to convert you, any of you, to having... well, being in prison. Anyway, this tin had a Duel Masters deck in it. One of my... I had about 6 Duel Masters decks all up, one for each colour and Survivor, because I was heavily into the monocolour for consistency thing back in the day. And yeah, the 3 I ended up liking the most were Light, Water, and Survivor. I'm not sure where Water and Survivor are because they were the last 2 I used. I used Mono Water at my last Duel Masters tournament ever. Won the whole thing. Swept it. Haven't played Duel Masters since. Really liked it. If you're not familiar with Duel Masters, it's what Kaijudo mutilated in a lot of ways and made ugly. Because look how nice these cards are. These are really nice cards. The template for Kaijudo is one of the most juvenile, ugliest things I've seen in a long time. And to this day, it's probably the worst template I've ever seen. And if you're familiar with the new... Oh, by the way, the torch on the phone's on so you can actually see the cards, because that's the only equipment I have. If you're familiar with the new Dragon Ball Super game, it's basically Duel Masters with a little bit of Force of Will thrown in. Looks good. I don't know if I'll play it. My friends are like, no, thank you to JPEG. No. And I'm like, but Broly's power is maximum. And then we find out Broly's kind of crap and it's Captain Ginyu's best again. And they're like, oh, hell no. No. We'll play anything else. Come back to Force of Will. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Not until they prove themselves. Anyway, Duel Masters was probably the first game I really loved as a game. I was just more into collecting till then. I think this was also... Well, no, actually, that's not... Yeah, that would be true. I enjoyed playing what I did play of Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh! Before this, but I wasn't terribly heavy into either of them. This, I went full-blown... I will be the best that ever was type, and well, I didn't have much competition among my friends, that was sure. Anyway, this was my light deck. It, if memory serves correctly, it used Alcadeus Lord of... Well, it started out the game with a ton of strong blockers, a few that could attack. It used a few cards that comboed in a way that could draw cards, and I'm not sure how it reached 6 mana in a decent time. We'll see. Because Alcadeus costs 6, Holy Ore costs 6, and then it uses Holy Ore... Well, it uses Alcadeus to go, you can't cast anything anymore unless you're playing Light. Barely anyone played Light, so I was like, you can't cast anything. Which made shield triggers a non-issue for the most part. And I used Holy Ore, or I think there's an evolution of taps all blockers or something, and just went to town on them and won. It was basically a lead up to an OTK turn. type deal. Anyway, this is one of the blockers. Shub's Kin, Twilight Guardian, 5 for 6,000 power, which I think is above board, above curve. Can't attack players, blocker, because in Duel Masters, unlike Magic, you have to have blocker to be able to block. That's another thing that Dragon Ball Super is ripping off. The 2-cost version, you will notice I run the 1 through 5 of this card, I think. Cenotine Jade Tree, the 3-cost version. Another Cenotine Jade Tree. Uragiga Sky Guardian, the 1-cost. Now here's the first 5 Angel Command. It can't attack players, so it's no real better than this. Its power's off the charts though for its cost. It's 9,000 for 5. But it can attack untapped darkness creatures, which has its uses. But I remember the main reason I used it is it was a 5-cost Angel Command. And I wanted to evolve it into Alcadeus, Lord of Spirits, and I didn't want to waste a turn. So basically, here is... Yep. Diamond Cutter. I don't really remember this being in the deck. This turn, ignore all effects that would prevent your creatures from attacking your opponent. Oh, that's why it's in the deck. Oh yeah, if for some reason the game stalled out a stupid long time, I can just go, and I was only really left with blockers, could turn them into attackers. Good for it. Alcadeus, Lord of Spirits. He is my favourite card in the whole game, the one I remember the most. I think I got a figure of him somewhere. Evolution for your Angel Commands, which means it's a -1, which I'd probably cringe at today. I'm like, but I'm losing a card. Is the power worth it? Yes, it is. Players can't cast spells other than light spells. I'm mono light. I don't care. Double Breaker, Evolution for Angel Command, hence why I need cheaper Angel Commands. And yeah, it's easily one. I like the art on it too. I actually managed to pull 2 of these out of packets. It's really cool art. I like how he's like. I remember him. Yeah, that's the evolution symbol in his hand too. If you can see it behind the holo. Because all the evolutions, I believe, have the evolution symbol on them somewhere. It's not. It hasn't got any effects. It's like magic, but it's a nice foil. Now the Iris. Oh, it's also got Double Breaker, which means he can swing in, take 2 shields, makes victory that much closer because you only have to break 5 shields and then hit them directly to win. EK! See, we can... EK! We can do that still. We are not pathetic. Holy Ore, because that's another Iris. Do you really care about it's in the same card twice? You have busy lives. Holy Ore. A shield trigger. Tap all your opponent's creatures in the battle zone. God, I love the terms from this game. It's so pompous. It's like the battle zone. Tap all of them. Shield trigger. God, shield trigger would have a different connotation these days. Duel Masters, come back. We love you. Actually, I'd play Duel Masters again. Kaijudo wasn't released here, and that's actually what got me into Vanguard. Because originally I was like, holy crap, Duel Masters is returning, and it's ugly, and it's somewhat plays different, and it's not being released here, and what's this VG thing people kept talking about it? Is it some type of venereal disease? And it's like, oh, it's a card game. This looks fun. And it was for a long time, and then it wasn't. And then I stopped. The end. Yeah, that was that and Alcadeus basically was. This is a victory condition all to itself. It's like, well, they can't block, they can't cast anything, so I win. It's like, I only need what? Alcadeus and 4 more creatures to win. It's like, that's not a big question, considering some of the other creatures I'm running. Like this one can attack. At the end of your turn, untap all your creatures in the battle zone. So which means anything with that can attack and has blocker. Well, it basically has Vigilance from Magic. Or a Giga Sky Guardian. Mr. Ice Sonic Guardian. Whatever another creature is put into the battle zone, you may draw a card. That is a good card. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Means you never lose hand every turn, and we're playing lots of cheap creatures, so we can just go draw a card. Doesn't really lose me anything. And you get 2 on the board, and it's like, well, I draw 2 cards. So for my 1 card spent, I get 2 cards in the hand. Means I can start playing mana a bit more frivolously, yeah, and get to all my key cards. Actually, I'm kind of curious if there are 4 in here. Another one of those blockers. Labagir, the Labagir, the Immaculate. It's also an evolution. It's another combo piece. It basically takes the place of Holy Ore. For a Guardian, I have tons of those. When this creature is put into the battle zone, I'm surprised it combos into Mist Rise, to be honest. It says put into, and you put the evolution into. Oh, I thought it'd be put whenever you evolve this creature. Oh, okay. Matt, I guess Wizards didn't really care that much. When this creature is put into the battle zone, tap all your opponent's creatures in the battle zone with blocker. So it basically acts the way you want Holy Ore to act 9 times out of 10. Mist Rise, I'm curious. And plus, it's a 5,000 for 3, and it basically acts like Holy Ore. That's one thing I have to give Duel Masters. It didn't generally give you a net 0 for evolving, but the evolution cost was worth it. It was good. Sarius, Vizier of Suppression. Bet someone's triggered by that. Diamond Cutter, Holy Ore. Again, bet someone's triggered by that now. Yeah, funny story with Holy Ore. I ended up... They're a bitch to pull out of the packs. So I ended up buying a 3rd starter deck. Because I got 1 or 2 from 2 of the Wizards was doing. And I couldn't pull one for the life of me, no matter how many packets I bought. That Bolshak Dragon were just nightmares. I think I actually ended up with more of some of the highest, what was it, super rare or very rare, the highest? I think it's super. I ended up with more of the super rares than I did some of the rares. Terrapit's the other one that was a bitch to get. Sarius, Vizier of Suppression, Diamond Cutter, Stube's Kin, Twilight Guardian, Ethel Seastar Command. Now, I don't know if there's 1 or 2 in this because I know I have 1 from the 4th set and 1 from the Battle Tin, which is basically the twin deck of the game. I think they only released 1 or 2. English, maybe only one. And it's another Angel Command I can use to evolve into Alcadeus. I think I have 4 Aeris in here because I really loved set 4 and 2. Didn't like set 3 that much. 4, 2, and... I liked a lot of the first block. I've nearly actually finished it. I don't know if it would be worth finishing it now. But I really liked sets 2 and 4. It can't be blocked. That's good enough. So, yep. Giga. Yep, we've seen you. We've seen you. Now, this one surprised me. Oh, no, it's a 5 symbol, I think. Yep. Mecha Thunder. Labile, Seeker of the Winds. It's a Mecha Thunder. Blocker, whenever it blocks, untap it after it battles, so it's just basically continuous blocker. I'd probably cut that now, because, like, it's superfluous to the deck. It's such a one-off bloody tech. It's... ugh. Toll, Mistrias. Glory Snow. That's a new card for us. Shield Trigger costs 4... Well, if it's a Shield Trigger, you don't pay for it. If you're wondering what a Shield Trigger is, if you take it as damage, you can cast it instantly. You don't have to pay for it. And it works like an instant card in Magic. If your opponent has more cards in his mana zone... Oh, that wouldn't go down well now. In their mana zone than you have in yours. Put the top 2 cards of your deck into your mana zone. We have 2 Labile. Okay. That's probably how I got back up to decent mana levels. God help me if it hit Alcadeus, because I think I only have 2, period. Yeah, there's a few terminologies here that will probably be changed these days. Aeris, I think we've seen through. Oh, that actually, also from the Glory Snow, second one. So, yep. I wonder if all the religious terminology would be cut now. Vizier of Magnetism, Alcadeus, my second copy. Senatine Jade Tree, Diamond Cutter, Magnetism, because we've seen a ton of those. So all 4, I think. Oh, jeez, you can tell these are stuck together. That's set 7 symbol, I think? Must be why I have the 2 Mecha Thunders in. It's a really weird 3 thing off bloody tech. Don't know what I was thinking. Evolution, blocker for your Mecha Thunders costs 10,500 because weird numbers. Apparently the weird numbers in Japanese card games is to teach kids about money. That's why they're all such large numbers. When this creature blocks, untap it after its battle, and it comes up. So it's literally the exact same bloody card, except it's an evolution. What was the power of the other one anyway? 5,000. So it over doubles, but is it worth the -1? It's like, jeez, I forget if it keeps damage in this game, but I wouldn't run those 3 cards now probably. Mr. Ice, so yes, we do have 4. So, and Vizier of Magnetism. So that was it for today. That was my Light Duel Masters deck. Not sure if I'd build it the same way now. I probably would. It was a good deck. But, yeah, those 3 out-of-place cards. Actually, I'm curious if they were part of the deck, because there were a few cards in here that weren't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So there's 4 cards in here that don't belong in here. We know, unless I was stupid enough to make a 50 card deck, 47 card deck. Who knows? Anyway, that was the deck. I'm pretty sure there's cards that don't belong in here now. So maybe I should have counted and looked through before I started. But this has been some Gamer Dude, and I'll see you guys next time.